I'm getting older and my body is starting to feel it. I'm 33 years old and I just keep getting older, just like everyone else. And there is many of us that wish we could get younger so we could do the things that we did when we were a child, when we were a teenager, back when we were in our prime with our bodies in our physical peak. And I guess you could say I'm on, well, ideally, I should be on the tail end of my prime. Because right when you hit about 30 is when your prime should be, right? So maybe you have like 2 or 3 years of your prime of just maturity, experience, wisdom, smarts, knowledge, physical maturity, right? And then from there, you're probably on the decline, and I'm starting to feel it. I feel it. I feel it when I wake up in the morning, and I'm feeling aches because I slept in a bad sleeping position, getting aches and sores. And whenever I finish like a workout or exercise, I notice that it takes longer for me to recover. And all these aches and pains just take too much time for it to be 100%. And I realized that also I'm not as fast and quick as I used to be. Now, for me personally, I've been exercising consistently. As long as my body is healthy and I don't have any serious injuries, I'm always pretty active and I try to stay in shape. So, my body doesn't deteriorate as much. Because if you're not even exercising, then all the aches and pains, you'll feel it even that much more. And you'll feel yourself being out of shape and not being able to do anything, right? It'll be even worse. But because I am active and I exercise, I still feel pretty good for the most part. But you do still feel the after effects of just aging. And I look in the mirror, I see all the wrinkles, I see the aging as compared to like 5 years ago when I would get compliments for being so young. But those compliments have been diminishing. And now, when people guess my age, they guess accurately. The number doesn't go lower than I wish it would. And so there's that. And I don't know if it's the weather or if my body just adjusting, but I said in a previous video of me complaining about it being cold here in Fukushima, Japan, and yeah, I get easily cold and I want to stay warm. I don't want to go outside. I'm not as bold as I used to be. I care much more about how cold or warm or hot I'm feeling. I'm more sensitive to it, right? While when I was younger, I could tough it out more. But I don't know if I can anymore. I don't know if I can just tough it out. I gotta look to seek for comfort. I gotta look to be more comfortable, right? It's harder for me to go out of my way for things, and I just wanna take the easy way out, right? Take the easy route, take the more comfortable route instead of pushing myself and doing all these challenging things, even though I do these 30-day challenges, right? To push myself, to push my capacity. But I feel like my capacity, my threshold for things have lowered. And so all these things, and you get busier. It's hard to do the stretches and the daily things to keep you healthier, right? Eating healthier food. It's obviously you can still stay disciplined or even be more disciplined as you get older, but you just don't have the youth. The youth is sucked out of you. You don't have the quicker recovery time. You need to actually stretch before you exercise to keep your body loose, and take more time to get your body warmed up for exercise rather than not stretching and just going 100% from 0 to 100. But as you get older, you have to gradually warm your body up to get to 100%. It takes a while. Otherwise, you're more susceptible to injuries. And that's another thing, too. You just see yourself and feel your body getting easily more injured. So you just have to be more careful when it comes to exercising, when it comes to playing sports, to not go as crazy as you used to. Right? So you have to be more cautious of that, be more careful with how you maneuver, how you navigate while you're playing sports so you could avoid serious injury. And you gotta give yourself proper amount of rest. And if you have a lack of sleep, maybe you could push through the next day a lot better. But now it really takes a toll on your body if you get sleep deprived. And all those things only to sum it up and say, I'm just getting older, and I just have to accept the fact that that is the case, that this is the reality of getting older. I feel it in my body, I feel it physically, I feel it mentally, emotionally, and you just don't quite have the stamina as you once used to. But it's okay, because I am getting older. It's making me realize that I gotta be a bit more cautious, gotta be more careful, play it safe, be more conservative with my actions, right? I can't be as reckless, because otherwise I'd pay the price even more, and I would maybe get even more severe injuries, or I would it would take just so much time to recover, or for me to take a toll if I go through days with very little sleep. I gotta really take into consideration of rest, because my body needs it to recuperate, for me to be at my 100% or be close to it each and every day. And so just making me more aware of my own body, being more in tune with my capabilities, because I know there's just some things that I can't do or shouldn't do that I used to be able to. And so just bringing that awareness, I think, is bringing me to a place where I can have longevity, right? I want to be able to do a lot of things that I enjoy, and I want to make it last as long as possible. And there may be some things that I do have to give up, that I can't do, because my body is just not able to anymore. And now I'm at a point where I'm able to accept that and just move on with my life gracefully and carefully and methodically. I gotta be wise with the things that I do and pick and choose my battles, because I can't do everything. I can't be reckless, because I will pay the price now that I'm much older. And so with age, though, even though there's a physical decline, there is a lot of wisdom and knowledge that is gained that can be applied for me to do much better and to make me last longer and be able to do the things that I enjoy for a longer duration. So, there's benefits too in getting older, but the reality is I'm on the decline, and if I decline, I want to decline gracefully.